The following episode is explicit and is intended for mature audiences.
Hey everybody, it's Nathaniel Avila reporting from Dallas, not Dallas County, we're in Dallas, Fort Worth now.
Yes.
And I'm here with Clara.
Hello. Reporting from the same place.
Yeah, as you can see.
I'm right here in the flesh.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's been quite a wild couple of weeks since we saw you guys last. What a wild time to be a Hazbin Hotel fan, folks.
Oh, absolutely.
What a wild ride, sports fans. We talked about the season 2 is wrapped up.
That's right.
It's done.
The finale episodes were released last Wednesday.
Yeah. We talked about the first 2. We're going to talk about the other 6.
That's right.
Now. And we have no time to waste.
Yes.
So, what are we going to? Oh yeah. So, let's start with the next episode. Let's get right in the meat and potatoes.
Yes.
We're going to talk about Hazbin Hotel Behind Closed Doors, which is the next episode.
Yes.
Right. So we start right after where where episode 1 and after New Penchus ended with Emily saying, "Oh, Charlie, Sir Penchus is redeemed.
Penchus is in heaven. Redemption works."
And then so Charlie's like, "Ah!" And then we all go, "Ha ha, he he, good times are had by all."
Super.
And then she bursts into the lounge, I want to say.
I think so, something like that. It was like an area where people were hanging out.
Yeah. It's not a faculty lounge because Angel Dust was there.
Yeah, no, I think it was just like a common room.
Like a common room in the hotel?
That wasn't like the hotel lobby, just like a section for people to hang out, it seemed like.
Yeah. And so she comes in, bursts in, and she's all like, "OMG, Emily's just appeared to me, and she said Sir Penchus is alive-ish, well, as alive as a dead person can be in the afterlife, in heaven, and he's been redeemed, And then Baggy is like, "Calm down.
As usual.
Are you sure?" And then she's like, "Yes. OMG." And then she goes into the hallway and just like tells it to everyone. And then Angel Dust is like, "I thought she told us to lay off the drugs."
Yeah.
Or, "I thought she said no more drugs."
Something like that.
Blake Roman. If you're out sick, I can fill in.
You can't. That wasn't anything like him.
If you're out sick, I can fill in.
Then she somehow gets the brilliant idea.
Yeah, I think doesn't she?
Vox.
Yeah, no, but she gets the idea because she sees a blimp.
She sees a blimp. That's right. There's a blimp going around calling her a dictator.
I don't know how. She's just like a powerless figurehead.
Yeah, but it's all propaganda. Obviously, anything to make the population of sinners question her.
Yeah, and then so she's all like, I got a genius, 200 level
brain idea,
200 IQ move. We'll call Vox Tech."
Mm-hmm. Have them send a reporter down. Their best
reporter, and then do a story on Sir Penchus
about the fact that redemption is possible.
And then Vaggy is like, "I think that's a dumb idea." And then Charlie's like, "F you, Vaggy."
Charlie, of course, does it anyway.
Charlie's, "F you, Vaggy. I'll do what I want."
Why would she listen to her pretty smart girlfriend?
So then Vox gets the text message or something, or email or whatever.
Yeah, whatever she sent.
And that she's like, "OMG, the hotel is saying that we got a story. We gotta come down here and we're gonna talk about redemption or whatever."
Yeah. Perfect opportunity.
She said that she wants the best reporter, and no one's the best but me.
That's right.
Vox.
So Vox goes down personally with Velvet.
With Velvet.
She is the media manager.
Yeah, and he's all like, "So nice to meet you," which I guess they never met before.
Yeah, I think so.
And he's like, "Nice to meet you, Charlie," and she's like, "Nice to meet you, Vox." And then so he's all like, "Okay, game plan. We don't have any proof, but we're gonna redeem someone right now in
And
front of
that
them.
was after she made a fool of herself because she has absolutely no media training and does not know how to handle seasoned reporters.
Yeah.
You know, coming in trying to spin things the wrong way.
Because they're like asking loaded questions. Like, are you going to protect the rest of everybody? And she's like, I don't want to do that. And she's like, so you
don't want to protect the sinners.
Everyone's, interesting. And so she's like, okay, I lied about wanting to do a story. What I really wanted to do, or I wanted to do an exclusive interview, because that's what she said to get them over there.
Yeah.
I lied about the exclusive interview thing. I actually have an announcement. Sir Pentious has been redeemed, and he's in heaven.
And then
Vox is like, oh ho ho.
With what proof?
With what proof? Where is this Sir Pentious?
Show him us right now. And of course, you can't do that because one, heaven's on lockdown, and two, I don't think that they could possibly create a portal to heaven. So we're gonna message.
The only person who can is Lucifer, I think.
Lucifer can create, yes, a portal.
And then she didn't bother to ask him?
Nah.
It's fine, I guess.
Plus, it seemed like Sir Pentious wouldn't be able to go through anyways.
Well, they could have used it to see him or something.
To me, it looks like the portals aren't see-through. Like, it looks like they're just like swirling lights, and then you walk into them, and then you're on the other side.
Okay. So, yeah, she was like, I don't have any proof. And then he's all like, well, we don't have a story. We don't have no story. And so she's like, wait, no.
We'll redeem someone right now.
Right now on camera. And then she's all like, ooh, that's good television.
And then Angel comes in and he's like, don't trust Vox. She works with Valentino.
And then, was Husk like, yeah, he's not that good of a guy. Or was it Cherry?
I think it was Cherry. Maybe. Hard to say. I know for a fact that when Charlie was like, we're going to redeem you, Angel Dusk, Husk was like, you want to be redeemed, man?
Oh, yeah, because Husk, talks him into it.
Yeah. Who else but you?
Yeah. So.
And I'd just like to say, personally, I think Blake Roman does a really good job of, having that sort of lower register whenever Angel is feeling scared or sad or upset. I personally like that touch.
Yeah. Okay, but really quick. Oh, nice freeze frame.
Oh, okay.
But we gotta get ahead of ourselves a little.
Before
that,
backtrack.
Cherry is feeling a little bit like, I don't miss Pentious.
Right.
I don't miss him.
The B plot.
She really does. So she goes and she talks to Baxter.
That's right, because Baxter obviously personally knew Sir Pentious as they had worked together.
And so she's all like, tell me everything you know about Pentious.
Or I'll blow your place up. But she's Australian, so not like that.
She'll be like, you'll blow your place up.
I'll blow your place up.
I'll blow your place up, mate.
Yeah.
This ain't a knife. This is a knife. That's how she says it.
Yeah.
That's a line from the show.
No.
Do you know where that's from?
No.
It's from Crocodile Dundee.
Oh, of course.
Paul Hogan.
Yeah.
Anyways. So Baxter is like, Sir Pentious and I were lab partners. Mm-hmm. I was more of the biochemical side.
Biotech, yeah.
Biochemical side. He was more of the engineering. We were on paths to be overlords.
But gave that up pretty quickly.
But Sir Pentious wasn't up to snuff. The overlords love me, though.
Sir Pentious was trying to be an overlord, I think.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. But Baxter was like, but the overlords loved me.
The overlords loved his scientific creations.
Yeah. Why he isn't an overlord is anyone's guess. I don't know. But
too short, which is not true because Nifty was an overlord at one point, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah. So Baxter is like, Sir Pentious thought my experiments were too cruel, and so he left. And I was like, whatever.
A kind soul at heart.
Yeah. And he was like, whatever, and he just wants to do that turf war with some Cyclops girl, which I guess is you, Cherry.
Mm-hmm. And then the song?
Not the song yet.
Later.
Okay. And then we cut back to the lobby.
Back to what we were talking about before.
Charlie tells Angel the game plan.
Yes. He's going to get redeemed live on TV.
He's going to get live on TV. He's all like, I don't know how to do that. And then Husk is like, give it a try.
This is when we have the song.
Yeah.
A song.
And then so Vox just sets back and he's like, show me redemption. And then we start into a new song called Fast Track to Redemption.
Fast Track to Redemption, I think, yeah.
Or Speed Run to Redemption.
Something like that. One of those two.
And it's basically her making
up some random rules.
a bunch of random stuff for Angel Dust to do.
Yeah.
And,
based off of Serpentius' redemption.
Yeah. And it basically kind of devolves into Angel Dust just acting like Serpentius.
Yeah.
And that's the joke. And we go hee hee ha ha.
Yes.
We have yucks.
So,
we yuck it up.
From there...
Yeah.
I was prompting you.
Oh. After that, she has this revelation at the end because Serpentius sacrificed himself.
Yes.
And then she's all like, maybe the secret is self-sacrifice.
Self-sacrifice, yes.
If you offer yourself up with good intentions, we're gonna get from here to redemption.
Yes.
So we cut to a staged railroad.
Yeah.
The 1920s railroad.
Danny Doobad.
Yeah, and then Charlie pretends to be like an old villain named Danny Doobad.
Yes.
And they tied up Husk to a
railroad
track, and they dressed up Angel as like a cowboy.
And he's supposed to save Husk, his damsel in distress. And Nifty plays a conductor of a train that's going to run him over. And attached to it is, I believe, an angelic weapon.
Was it? Yeah, it was an angelic weapon. Like, so the stakes were high.
The stakes were super high, except there were supposed to be brakes.
And it was supposed to be brakes, and it was supposed to be like a fail-safe.
Yes.
And so Angel Dust is like, I gotta do this, but she's like, I don't want to do this. I feel stupid.
He's like,
and she's all, and then Charlie's like, but you're an actor, right? Act. And then she's like, fudge you. And he's like, fudge you. I only act in.
She's not Charlie. She's Danny Doobad.
Yeah, Danny Doobad. And so Angel's like, this is stupid. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, so she's like, let's pause this.
And then she's like, fine. And she's like, fine. And then
there are no brakes.
Because Vox tampered the brakes.
That's right. Vox says that he noticed that the brakes were working, and therefore he cut them in order to raise the stakes.
Mm-hmm. So Angel was like, no!
And he jumps onto the track to try to block the train from hitting Husk.
Yes. And then Vaggie comes in. Vaggie comes in, saves them both.
Yes.
And then
Husk yells at him.
Husk is like, how dare you try to save me? And then she's like, oh, I did. He's like, I was trying to save you. And he was like, no, I care about you too much. I want to kiss you on the lips.
If only he said that. That was the context, though. Yeah. We all got it.
Yeah. And then Angel's like, F
you asked me to do this.
And Angel's like, F you, I love you too much. And then Husk's like, no.
And then he runs away. So then, I believe Charlie reaches an epiphany about how redemption might possibly work, which is that rather than self-sacrifice, it's more so about shedding your own personal sin.
What, the major sin that got you into hell?
Yes.
And Vox is like, ooh, I know what Angel's sin is. And then Angel's like, no!
Stop it, I don't want to hear. And
then Vox is like, he killed his father. Oh!
And so, obviously, Angel yells at Charlie.
And then I think, doesn't Charlie was like, hey, back off, Fox, and she gets the horns and stuff.
Yeah.
But before that, I think the whole thing with Angel killing his dad needs some context also.
No, I'm sure we'll find out in the third season.
Because it's supposed to be about about the Spider family. Mm-hmm. I don't know what Angel's last name is. A lot of people are saying DeMarco is his last name, but I don't know. But
the DeMarco family.
Yeah. But his dad was
there more stuff about Cherry and Serpentius in this episode? I don't remember.
Yeah, there is. It was a little... they had the song.
Did they sing the song?
They lived the love song. But we're not there yet.
Yeah.
So,
are you sure?
Maybe.
I feel like we skipped around a little bit.
No, I think it was in between when... Actually, I don't remember. But let me finish my thought.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Angel's dad, Henrowan, was a notorious mafia don who did a lot of bad stuff, and Angel probably killed him in self-defense of some kind.
Possibly.
Or who knows?
We will have to find out.
We'll find out next season in like 3 years.
Back to the Cherry and Serpentius plotline.
Yeah. And it's basically just one scene and it's gone.
Yeah, essentially. A couple of scenes.
So Serpentius is like walking through heaven and he's all like,
missing Cherry.
Cherry, I miss you.
Starts singing.
They sing the duet.
The best love song.
Yeah, and then Cherry is also in hell, running around in hell, be like, I miss you, Penchus. Oh,
I wish we could beat each other up again and then maybe kiss.
And then maybe give a little schmooch. And then so they have like this flashback of all the times they had together.
Yeah, all
and
the times they were fighting each other.
Yeah. And they're giving each other like the bedroom eyes, or eye in Cherry's case.
Yeah.
They
fell in love while they were beating the pee out of each other.
Right. So, and that's it. That's it for them. And
this is when Cherry decides to stay at the hotel permanently.
Yeah, but we're not there yet.
Yeah.
But what happens is, so Charlie is like, hey, Vox, back off. And then he's all like, ooh, okay, Miss, what do you think you are, the Princess of Hell?
Whoa.
And then so he's like, so, do you think I could be redeemed?
And she's like, I believe anybody could be redeemed. Anybody has the capacity for redemption.
Yes. And then Vox teleports out,
Yeah,
and then Velvet's like, I gotta take the elevator.
Yeah.
And then
she doesn't have the cool electrical wire powers.
And then Angel Dust is like, F you, Charlie. Why'd you go? If you want to know about me, ask more Vox about me next time.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ask Vox if you want to know more about my dirty secrets?
Yeah. So.
And you can read my diary together or whatever.
A really intense fight between Angel and Charlie.
And then Vaggie is like, chill out, Charlie. Just give him some space.
Give him some space. So they leave, and then
Charlie's there. No, No, Angel Dust is at the.
Angel's staying
in the balcony, and then Charlie comes by. No, Cherry comes by. And she's like, "I'm checking in, mate.
I'm staying.
Oh, I'm checking in, mate."
They have a cute little moment where they lean their heads on each other.
Yeah.
Love friendships.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And that's the end of.
That is the end
of Hazbin Hotel.
Of the third episode.
Behind the scenes or something. That was the third episode.
Yeah. I think that you got the title completely wrong.
Yeah, it was Behind Closed Doors.
Behind Closed Doors.
The next episode
The next film, feature length.
Uh-huh. The next episode is
Buffering.
No, it's not buffering. It's called It's a Deal.
It's a Deal.
So I need to wait for this so I can remember where it started.
Right.
I need to wait for these ads.
I think advertisements.
Yeah, I think it starts in the lounge.
You pay for one thing, and then they want you to pay more so you can not have ads, even though you paid in the first place to not have ads.
Yeah, they increase it. Blah blah blah. Skip intro. Okay. Okay. So it starts in the lounge.
Right. Is it Alistair?
No, yeah. Actually, we start in Charlie's room.
Right. Is she calling her mom again?
No, she's like, so the Vox thing didn't work out. I forgot. Before the end of the last episode.
Oh, okay.
Before the end of the last episode.
Extra information.
They released the actual special that they did.
Right.
That Vox did. That Vox Tech did.
Yes.
So, and they were like, Charlie is an evil, bad person who tortures her guests.
And then Velvet shows up as
an anonymous witness or something. It's like, she came at me with an open fist, and it's like cuts to her head
for a handshake. And she's like, I'd never hit anybody with an open fist.
Yeah, and then she's like, no! So we cut to this episode, in the beginning of It's a Deal.
It's not
and
good.
So Charlie's like, okay, so that didn't work out. I know what we'll do. We'll go on Channel 666.
We'll go on live news, guys. That'll work out way better. Because they can't edit.
They can't edit. So we'll go on Channel 666, and then we'll do it. And then she brings Nifty along.
Yes.
For some reason. To hold a to hold a
Hold
sign.
up some signs, I think.
There's a sign that says redemption is cool,
That's
or
right.
Hazbin Hotel is great,
Something like that.
or something like that.
And then Vaggie is currently taking on. Is this when she decides to take on more at the hotel, or is that in this episode where that happens?
I think that's
or was
think that's
that
in this
like
episode.
an earlier episode? To be fair, you guys, it has been 2 weeks since we saw these sets of episodes.
yeah. Okay, so then we cut to the lounge.
Yes.
The lounge, Angel Dust and Cherry are laying together. They're looking at text that Valentino sent. Very unhinged text that Valentino sent.
Toxica.
And then also Lucifer is hanging around.
Yes.
With his Deer Season cup mug, which is very popular. A lot of people want one. And then
This is when Alistair comes
Alistair comes in. He has his own mug that says Duck Season.
in. Here for coffee.
He says Duck Season on
Yeah,
his.
I get it. I get the joke is that one has Deer Season because he doesn't like Alistair, and the other one has Duck Season because he doesn't like
Lucifer.
which could also be a reference to Duck and Rabbit Season
Maybe.
in Looney Tunes.
Yeah. So a lot of people like those mugs. I wonder if those are available anymore.
Yeah,
I'm sure they are. I'm sure that it's on Etsy somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody, some talented artiste.
So, so Alistair is like, "What are you doing here?" What are you doing here, Lucifer? And then Lucifer's like, "I moved in, baby."
Ooh.
And then Alistair is like, "No, I quit."
Basically, yeah. There's a little bit more
And they kind of go a little back and forth.
to it, but essentially that is what happens.
So Alistair's like, "I quit."
So he leaves.
And so he leaves. And then he's so what happens after that?
Is that when he has his sexy moment in the room where he drinks some wine and his shirt is open so we can see his scars?
No, not yet.
Super sexy, guys.
So now we cut to Channel 666 studio.
Yes.
And then she's like, "We have an exclusive interview with Charlie after the whole
Does Vox
special."
come in before that?
No, Velvet does.
Velvet does.
And then and so Charlie's like, "Velvet, I'm gonna nail this interview. Now I'm prepared." And then Velvet's like, "I don't think so." And then it's like, "Get him, Katie." And then Katie's like, "I'm a homophobe."
Yes. Basically.
Yeah. So
Suffice to say,
So
this does not go well.
So Charlie, Katie, and Tom are live on the air, and then Katie's like asking a bunch of weird questions, and also Charlie's like, Serpentius is redeemed. He's in heaven. Heaven doesn't want to attack us anymore. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then Katie drops some major lore that the exterminations were only going on for 7 years. So for
Only 7 years, guys. It has not been going on for as long as hell has existed, which does make sense because this was more so about quelling the population of hell.
and not even for a millennium.
But not even for like a century.
Yeah, people thought that the exterminations were going on for like a millennia or at least a couple 500 years, for a long period of time.
But it's only
been 7 years.
7 years, which is the time where Lilith left and also Alistair disappeared.
Where did he go?
Where did he go? No clue.
Because he's bound to the Pride Ring.
Yes.
So I have no idea.
I don't
where
know how he disappeared.
He just put on a fake mustache and
Somehow,
just walked around.
I assume something to do with Rosie's magic,
Maybe.
which if anybody who'd seen any of the leaked stuff would already know.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet, of course.
So
sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
So Katie's like, "Do you have any proof?" And then Charlotte's like, "No, I don't.
Yep.
How could I possibly have forgotten that I needed proof?"
Of course, that was the biggest issue with the interview with Vox, is that there is no way that she can prove that Serpentius is in heaven other than word of mouth.
Yeah. And I think, is this when she's like, "Hey, Nifty, come help me out here"?
I'm not sure, but that does happen. We can just skip to that, and then if we forgot anything, we can backtrack.
Yeah, I was looking in, but I'm stuck on an ad.
No, I see.
Yeah.
Kamiko Glenn gets to have her moment.
She gets her solo.
Yes, where Charlie asks Nifty to help her out. Of course, Nifty and cameras, she freezes up immediately, but Charlie tells her that the camera is a big roach. So Nifty snaps into it and starts singing a song about how dirty the hotel is.
And how she loves to clean it.
And how she loves cleaning it up. And if you, too, also love the smell of urine-stained carpets to come on down. And then Charlie says, can you help in a different way? And so she begins to sing in Japanese.
She sings in Japanese.
As we know, Nifty is Japanese American. Yeah?
I think so.
Yes.
I know she's a Japanese immigrant of some kind.
Yes. So she sings in Japanese the part that would have been really helpful for people to know, which is that Charlie is really nice and that she believes in Charlie's message and that she believes that Charlie will succeed and that redemption is possible.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, a lot of people thought that in the next episode, a bunch of Japanese sinners would come by.
But, I mean, that would be too easy, wouldn't it?
How would it be too easy?
Well, because then that, like, easily, then the conflict is, like, completely gone immediately of just being like, oh, we're Japanese sinners. We know what she said.
And then the conflict would have been the language barrier. And then hilarity would be had by all.
And they only speak Japanese, these ones.
I guess. It's not like The Good Place where everyone automatically speaks in everyone's native tongue.
Yeah, I guess not.
Okay, so it looks like before that,
yes,
we cut to Alistair walking the town. He's heading to Cannibal Town.
He's got on a cute pink and red suit.
Which some people found out is actually a reference to Dick Van Dyke's character in Mary Poppins.
That makes sense!
Yeah. So he's coming in. He's wearing his little pinstripe shirt.
La-di-da-di-da.
And he's like, I'm here to spit some riz.
What's up, Rosie?
So he goes to Rosie.
I've quit the hotel.
And then Rosie is like, what? And then he's all like, you said, we said this in the, like, if you've seen us in previous episodes, we reveal this.
Yeah.
According to the leaks, that we reveal that Rosie is the one who owns Alistair's soul. Mm-hmm. And we can say that out loud now.
I forgot to say spoiler warning.
Okay.
If you haven't seen the show, put this in the front, put this in the beginning. If you haven't seen the show, spoilers ahead.
So Rosie's like, So
we basically
Rosie owns Alistair.
Rosie owns Alistair.
So
he
this
had
is
made
what
a
happened.
deal with her. Oh, sorry. Please.
I will.
Go ahead.
So, but before go into that, Alistair's like, can you fix my staff? Because this is the source of my power and you gave it to me and you told me that it would make me the strongest sinner in hell and it snapped in half. So what's the deal?
And she was like, you thought you could take on an archangel?
It's like, and she's like, yeah, it makes you powerful, but not archangel powerful. Mm-hmm. And so she's like, oh, I remember the old days. So we cut back to Alistair's life.
That's right. So we get to see what Alistair was like when he was alive.
So in 1930s New Orleans, he's a radio show host.
Yeah, he talks his way into being a radio show host.
Show host in New Orleans. He's hanging out with Mimsy.
He's in the bars, cutting the rug.
And speakeasies, yeah.
Yes, you don't have to say speakeasy 3 times. Speakeasy. We all heard you.
And then some guy spills a drink on him, and then Alistair's like, I'm gonna kill you. And then he kills him.
Yes.
And then
I would be like, it's safe to assume that that's probably not his first murder.
Right.
But that's just the one that we see happens, just to reveal to us that he is in fact a murderer or serial killer.
And then we cut to him doing a satanic ritual.
Yes.
And uses like his radio to contact Rosie from in hell, because she's already in hell.
Yeah, she's been in hell. She's old. Old soul.
Yeah, I think she died in like the 1900s. I think,
like that.
Or some people think she's not even a sinner at all.
Oh.
Some people think she's like a hellborn or a fallen angel or something like that.
That would be interesting, considering her power.
Mm-hmm. So, but she's an overlord.
She
right?
is an overlord, yes. And overlords, as we can see, all have different power sets based off of, just what kind of sinner they are.
Right. Yeah, my favorite is Velvet, which has like the power of comment sections. Bah, bah,
Yeah,
bah.
blocked. It could be very possible that Rosie, while she was alive, was somebody who did like tarot readings or like was a spirit medium of sorts, and held seances in order to contact like the dead, so that when she became an overlord in hell, she gained the ability to contact or be called to by the living.
Yeah, like a reverse.
Yes.
Like a reverse seance.
Could be possible.
Maybe. So, which makes sense. I mean, she was alive during that time.
Yes.
If she is a sinner.
Yes.
Alistair contacts Rosie, and then Rosie is all like, "So what do you want? What do you contact me for?" And
He wants the fun to continue.
Yeah. So Alistair is
He's like, I already know I'm going to go to hell.
I know I'm going to go to hell. I killed a bunch of people. I ate them and stuff.
Yeah.
But I want to sell my soul to you so I can be
The most powerful sinner.
Somebody most powerful sinner, which I know is a thing.
I don't think he says sinner. I think
he says demon. He wants to be among the demon.
Most powerful demon.
I want to be the most powerful among the demons.
Yes.
Or something like that.
Something like that.
And then Rosie is like, sure.
She's like, ooh, fascinating. So she agrees that when he dies, he will have that power.
He will have that power, but she owns him.
Yes, but she owns him.
So he continues killing.
Obviously.
And then he is shot in a hunting ground, mistaken for a deer.
Yes.
And we're all like, oh my gosh! Oh wait, we already knew that.
We already knew that was going to happen. Yeah.
And then we cut back to hell.
Yes.
And they're talking. And then Alistair's like, so are you going to fix my staff or not? And then they break into a song.
Yes.
Called...
Which was... Hold on.
I know what it is. I just need to think.
Yeah, he needs to think and not look it up
on
the internet.
I think it's Don't You Forget.
Don't you forget. You're still my pet.
Yeah, it's Don't You Forget. It's Don't You Forget.
Yes,
it's a very fun, jazzy song, duet between Rosie and Alistair. And it was one of the songs that was leaked also.
Oh my gosh, don't start playing on Spotify.
And then they revealed that also Alistair went into hiding because Rosie told him to for whatever reason. We might learn more about that in season 3. Who knows?
Right. I'm hoping that we do.
So they sing some songs. They're like, Rosie's like, I own you. And then Alistair's like, oh, yes, you do. You own me good. Yeah. And then, I'm such a good owned soul. Why don't you help me out a bit? And then she's like, nah.
In due time.
And
then they sing again, more singing, and then he leaves.
And then he's like,
go back to the hotel, she tells him to.
Yeah, and then he's like, you're on your own. And he's like, fine. And then
he goes to the park and is like, think, Alistair, think.
And he's like, oh, you rock 'em, suck 'em, muckin', roughin', frockin',
there's gotta be a way out of this. It's the first time that we really see Alistair perturbed.
Yeah. And does he get an idea, or is he
still? This is when he decides to provoke.
Oh yeah,
the bees. And so at this point, this is when I don't remember what exactly when it happens, but I know from the point where he tries to provoke Vox, Nifty sings her song "Clean It Up."
Yeah, clean it up. Okay, yeah, this is when she sings a song. And everything goes all cattywampus.
Cute little anime style.
Yeah. We also, like a little cool little thing, we see also a small little detail.
Oh, small little detail.
From in terms of Katie's backstory. We see that she goes like this and that a lot.
Yes, well, I think that we already see that.
Yeah. And so
she has a broken neck.
She has a broken neck.
For anybody who doesn't know.
Which is probably a reference to how she died.
Yes.
She died of a broken neck.
Yes, which could very possibly be either somebody broke her neck or something else.
Or she fell and broke her neck.
Or something else.
Right. So yeah, this is when Kamiko does her thing. Nifty does her song. But we do some really fun anime stuff. Some cool J-pop, which is really fun.
Yes.
Okay, and then
then Vox.
Okay.
Alistair provokes Vox.
Yeah, so Alistair comes into Pentagram City and he's all like, Vox!
Vox!
Show yourself!
Let's do it!
And so Vox comes in and he's all like, what do you want, Alistair? And then he's all like, I want to fight you, really, really give it to you.
Very,
and so
provoking him.
Yeah, and then Vox is like, oh, bring it on, and they have like a cool epic anime style fight.
Yes.
And he punches Alistair, and he does like an anime blood splatter scene, goes like, blah!
Yeah.
And everyone's like, blah, blah.
They're fighting.
And then
Alistair's
Vox,
powers aren't what they used to be
because of the broken staff and the slash from Adam.
Yeah.
And so and then Vox is like, Valentino, Velvet, let's triple team him.
Yeah, so they come out of nowhere, and then that's when Nifty's like,
and then so like Vox has Alistair in a corner, and then Nifty's like, OMG,
yeah,
Alistair's in trouble, and so she rushes to the hotel. So during the hotel, Vox and Cherry are having like this whole thing. No, I mean Vox, Husk and Cherry are having this thing at the bar. Husk is like, no, I don't like Angel Dust. I don't like him. I don't like him. And
they're still kind of fighting.
Yeah, like, I don't like him.
Yeah.
And then Nifty comes in, picks up Husk and rushes to the battle scene.
And he's like, "We're here, Alistair."
Yeah, and then Velvet throws Husk. Nifty throws Husk at Velvet.
Yes.
And then and Husk's like, Alistair, you're still running with these losers? And then Alistair's like, help me, guys.
I don't think that he says that, but that is what happens. They do help him.
So now it's an even fight.
Yes.
It's Alistair versus Vox, Nifty versus Valentino, and Velvet versus Nifty.
I think that the core
Husk
difference between the V's and Alistair and Nifty and Husk is that Nifty and Husk are indebted to Alistair.
Yeah.
Whereas, they're his underlings.
Yeah.
Which is like that power balance, power dynamic, which Vox technically does not have with the V's, as they are partners on a common standing.
Right. And so they're fighting. We get to see some really cool powers that Husk has.
Yes.
Which all of his powers are magic related. Magic based, which
slightly gambling based, because
Yeah.
with the dice and the cards, which can also be magic.
Yeah, which a lot of people believe that is a reference to that he was a magician in life.
Yes.
Which a lot of people believe that he is a magician.
That makes sense.
That he was a magician. So he does a lot of that.
I mean, magicians I think a lot of them fall into that sort of,
especially in Vegas magicians, I guess.
Alcoholic, gambling lifestyle.
Yeah.
No offense to magicians, it's just,
Yeah.
in Vegas.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of that cool stuff. Velvet does her social media powers.
Yes, she's blocking. She
has like
posting.
She sets out a poll. Should I kill Husk? It goes up to 99. She uses that as a sword.
She emojis, death emojis, skull
knife emojis are shooting all over the place.
Yeah. Super cool.
Meanwhile, Nifty is crawling all over Valentino, stabbing him
on the inside
of his jacket,
which are his wings.
He just stabs everything in him, and Valentino's like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "You again?
Yeah.
You're the girl from the club." And she's like, "Yeah."
Hi, bad boy.
And then she's just stabbing him all over the place, and Valentino doesn't stand a chance.
He's not doing very good.
And meanwhile, Alistair and Vox are still fighting. Alistair is very much weakened.
Yeah, he's not looking hot.
So Vox is really giving him the good stuff.
So then, at one point, Valentino does get Nifty on the ground with the gun.
Yeah.
And that's when Alistair says for it to stop.
I know, yeah, because Alistair's like, Vox is like, "No, stop!" I was like, "No, Alistair." Alistair goes like, "Vox, stop! I have a deal with you.
Let's make a deal."
And then Vox is like, "I don't want your deal," but it's a good deal. And then he's like, "Okay, fine." And then he's like, "Valentino, don't do anything. I want to hear what he has to say."
Yeah.
And so
basically, Alistair voluntarily offers himself up for capture on the basis that Vox does not lay a hand on Charlie.
And then Vox is like, I can't pass that up.
Yeah, that is the easiest thing ever.
And so they shake on it, seal his deal, seal the deal. The deal is sealed.
Deal sealed.
Seal the deal, and then Vox ties him up
Yes.
and then goes on like a victory tour.
Yes. Just showing off the fact that he has captured the radio demon.
Yeah, he's captured. He has a little bandana, like a mouth guard with a frown on it.
Yeah.
And he goes on a talk show, and he's like, Alistair doesn't have a tail.
And then I think that he makes him watch him and Valentino do it.
Yeah, but we're not there yet, though.
We're not there yet,
but
though.
First,
I think that does
before
happen.
I think it is so. But
we
before
get to
that,
see his neon nipples. Anyway.
Before that, Vox walks in to the studio, and he's like, "Everybody out! We got the radio demon. Everyone out.
Get out of here!"
And then Charlie's like, "Alistair, what's going on? Why are you captured?" And then Alistair doesn't say anything because he's gagged.
Yeah.
So she goes away.
Yeah, she leaves.
She leaves. Let me see. Is there anything else?
This when Katie Killjoy just acts really weird around Vox.
I think she did that in the first episode.
She did that. Was that the first episode? It's on. Sometimes it all mixes together, guys.
Okay. Yeah. So let me see if there's anything else before we get to the bedroom scene.
The TV daddy. Those are her words.
Yeah.
She says that.
That is a real line Brandon Rogers says.
That's right.
Okay. So yeah. Okay, so we cut to the bedroom.
Yes, we're in the
Valentino
bedroom.
and Vox just had sex or whatever.
We think that's what it seems like.
So they're
naked.
there, and then Vox is like, "Hey, Alistair, how'd you like that?" Hey?
Honestly, when he first stood up, I really thought that he was just showing off his dick.
You can't say.
I will, and I say, what do you want me to say instead? His willy?
Yeah, his willy. That's
so he
better.
stood up.
No, but he's wearing shorts.
He's got boxers on.
Yeah, he's wearing
that
boxers.
makes sense because it is Amazon Prime.
Yeah, and so he's all like, "So you like that? Did you like watching us do it, Alistair?"
Do it, Alistair.
And then Alistair is like, what are you doing, man?
This is when Alistair starts provoking him once again, because that's what they do. That's their thing.
Yeah, and then Alistair's like, "What are you doing, man? What are you trying to prove here?"
Yeah, he's like, "You're still just as weak as you were back then."
And all you need Valentino and Velvet to do your battles.
Is this when we have the flashback?
Then we have the flashback.
Then we have the flashback where we see old TV head
Vox.
Which we learn his real name,
Vincent, yeah. So Vox and Alistair are having coffee or something. Maybe they're drinking.
in a bar or something.
Yeah, and then so Vox is like, "Hey, Alistair, do you want to join the V's maybe?"
Maybe want to. Well, he asked to team up, so just him and Alistair.
And then Alistair's like, "No!
Stupid! I almost respected you.
But now you don't because you want to team up. I hate you now. Now we're rivals."
So weak. Which obviously
there's no friend. I thought we were friends. There's no friends in hell.
So, and I think that little Vox had a little bit of a crush on Alistair.
That's what Vivzy says on Blue Sky.
Yeah.
So we cut back to flashback to the day, and Vox is like, "So you think that would really make me cry?" Or something like that.
So then that's when we get into the "Don't You Forget" reprise.
The reprise, sung by Vox and Alistair.
We get several callbacks to some other songs that happened.
The big one is a callback to...
to when we get up there, and then at the very end we have a callback to Should Have Stayed Gone.
Should Have Stayed Gone. But it's a really fun song, little back and forth between Vox and Alistair.
They're like breathing in each other's faces, and then Valentino's like, "You guys should just do it already.
Can I film it? And then that was the end. That was the end of those two Bachelor things. And the week that followed was basically a lot of Alistair's a punk, dude.
Yes.
Alistair's a big punk.
I think
and I kind of thought that too.
Well, yeah, obviously you might think that when you see it, but you have to remember. Yeah. I think a lot of people forgot that this was a grand master plan.
Yeah, I didn't realize that till the next two episodes when I started seeing that he was playing 5D chess.
Personally, I think that should have been just a slightly little bit more obvious with the fact that he, while in the park trying to figure out what he was going to do, figured out what he was going to do.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of people were like, Alistair pre-ordered his powers. He's a fraud. he
That is true. He did pre-order his powers.
He pre-ordered his powers. He treated Vox like garbage, and that's why he's a monster. And blah blah blah.
Let's not forget, people. Alistair has always been a monster. We just haven't gotten to see that part of him yet until this season.
Because in season 1 he was more of an anti-hero.
Yeah, he was just like it seemed like he had the potential to be a good person.
He even gives everyone a group hug in finale.
Yeah,
but
that's all a facade.
That's all a facade. He's playing the long game.
He's playing the long con.
So that was pretty much the sum of what everyone was thinking during those 2 batches of episodes. It's a lot of that. So let's go into the next one.
Teeny tiny little wins and losses for the Husker Dusk fans.
Yeah. Now we're going to Silenced. Episode 5?
5, yeah.
That was the big one. That was the one that Vivzy was like, this is the big one. This is going to be very controversial. Everyone's going to be talking about
this episode.
And people talked.
And I agree. I definitely agree.
And people and talk people did.
They sure did.
Talk people did.
Yeah.
So let me finish reading this Cascade ad so I can figure out when this episode started.
You know, we try to do our best for you guys in order to have things prepared, but what can you do about advertisements? They just happen.
Yeah. Watching an ad about a car.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how this one starts, but it's not coming to me right now.
Oh, a guy.
How many seconds?
Oh, it's our non-alcohol. It's almost there. Non-alcoholic beer.
Ooh, no, thank you.
I've had non-alcoholic beer. It tastes garbage.
Yeah, well, I think that normal beer also doesn't taste that good, but that's just...
Oh, okay. So we start guns a-blazing with Bad Like Us.
Yes, right. We go immediately into the song.
So, which is personally my favorite song of the thing, mainly because it switches genres. It really shows
With Us, by the way.
Bad With Us, and it switches genres. There's a bit of cool stuff with Vox's Christian Borle's vocal range.
Honestly, I'm so happy that Christian Borle has gotten the chance to really show off.
Well, he's the main villain, so
I know. I'm just saying that I'm really happy that he's gotten the chance to show off his vocal range, not only with like the kinds of songs that he's been giving, you know, but just like, you know, the differences between all of them.
Yep. So we start off with Katie Killjoy being all like, Vox got the radio demon. Ooh, what's he gonna do?
More stuff about Alistair's capture.
So we cut to Missy Zilla, or I think she's officially called ZZ now.
Yes.
So ZZ gets a notice like, Alistair been defeated, and then another person's like, by Lucifer. I like how he says Lucifer. He goes, by Lucifer.
By Lucifer? No, by Vox.
And then just like, by that TV head. And then
so basically this whole song is just about Vox trying to get the other overlords on his side. On his
side to join his uprising against heaven.
So we get to see all of the overlords?
Most of them. Like a good chunk of them. So Vox goes like, I have a stroke of luck, it's true, blah 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 blah. So he goes to Prick and Hatchet, which are 2 new overlords, I guess. I guess they're new.
Ones that we didn't see before.
I mean, they weren't even in the meeting. In season 1.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing they're new.
It could be that they just didn't go to the meeting.
Maybe, but we see them also before the meeting. I guess they got scared of Zestial, which doesn't make any sense. I don't know, because we see them getting scared by Zestial in season 1. But anyway, they're overlords now.
They probably might be very... You might be right that they're very, like, new overlords.
Yeah, they're new overlords. So they're new overlords. Prick is a cactus guy, and Hatchet is a horned lizard.
And if you're an OG Vivzy Pop fan, you would remember Hatchet from one of her earlier videos. I don't think that he was a Zootopia character.
Oh, okay.
I think he was just included in what she used to have this. I don't know if it's still up, but she at one point had this video giving voice claims for singers' voices for characters. I'm pretty sure Hatchet was one of them, and he had House of Wolves.
They thought he was going to be a bigger character.
Probably.
Yeah. So Hatchet and Prick are like outlaws. Like they're like Western outlaws, and Vox is like, Prick and Hatchet, why don't you blah, 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 blah.
He's like, don't fight each other. Fight the angel.
Well, he's also like, his selling point to Prick and Hatchet is like, your bar fights would be super cool if you had angelic weapons.
Yeah.
And
basically.
so Prick and Hatchet was like,
We're
in.
So, and then he visits the Maestro.
Yeah, Maestro. Blah, blah,
and he
blah.
changes his genre per whoever he's talking to.
Yeah. So
very operatic musical for Maestro, country
for Prick and Hatchet.
for Prick and Hatchet.
So Maestro is the unnamed overlord from episode 3
That's
in season
right.
1, which a lot of people thought was Prick, but it isn't Prick. His name is Maestro. Prick is a cactus guy.
Prick is a cactus.
So Maestro. He's like, Maestro, join me because whatever.
Yeah, for whatever reason. Why not?
And then Maestro's like, I'm in.
And then he tries to...
And then he goes to
Hispanic.
Then she goes to Zizi. Goes to Zizi.
Yeah.
And then he's like, hey, Zizi, Heaven has some pretty cool clubs, I assume. And then she's all like, I'm in.
Yeah.
And then he goes to Zestial. And then he's like, hey, Zestial, they got like a bunch of boring stuff
And
up
he's
there.
like, no.
Well, he doesn't go say no yet.
Yeah.
So he says like, so Zestial's like, he's like, so Zestial, they got a bunch of boring stuff up there.
Yeah.
And then he goes to Carmilla. It's like, Carita Carmilla.
And she's like, mm-mm. And he's like, yeah, you're
and
right.
then Valentino's in the background going like, oh, gee.
He was so funny, dressed in this little fancy. What was it? Is that a bolero? I don't remember.
It's not I think it's a Spanish thing
It's
as opposed to a Mexican thing.
Yeah, something.
Um,
Very cultural.
So yeah. Also, a cool little thing. V Tower looks like the Tower of Babel.
Yes. Very fun detail.
Which, for those who don't know, the Tower of Babel is a biblical thing from the Bible where a king named Nimrod was like, you know what? We're gonna like build a giant tower. And it's gonna symbolize how epic we are.
Yeah.
And God will take that personally.
Yeah. And this is basically where the idea is that this is when we get different languages.
So yeah, because God scrambles
punishes,
all the languages, so then you can't do it.
So that we can't communicate with each other.
Yeah, and then we
in
can't
order to
build the
finish
Tower of
Yeah.
Babel. And then so yeah, and that's why the language service is called Babel. Sponsored by Babel. We're not sponsored
by anybody.
Babel, my DMs are open.
No,
send us some money.
If we're gonna open up to sponsorship, we need to have like a professional email for that.
Okay. So
have a business email.
So yeah, it's supposed to be a story about human pride and thinking that man is better than God.
Yes.
And all that kind of stuff, which is very reminiscent of Vox's story.
Absolutely, and I think it's very interesting that since Vox Tech is technically all about communication, showing off like the news and that sort of stuff. I think it's really interesting that connection between communication and scrambling.
Yeah,
of it.
But we never see the scrambling of it.
Well, yeah.
So Vox is being super cool.
Yeah, he's gathering all of the people, and he's got most of them on his side, and Carmilla is very much not into this idea, but of course, Vox is spinning the way that he spins, and he somehow convinces her to create his master weapon in order to defeat the angels.
Yeah, but we're not there yet.
Oh, we're not there yet. Sorry,
first,
guys.
Charlie and Vaggie are on the balcony. Charlie's trying to get Emily's attention.
Yes, she's just like pew 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 pew.
Yeah, she's trying to get Emily's attention.
Setting off fireworks.
Fireworks. There's the fireworks.
Yeah, there they are.
And apparently, Heaven is that little thing there.
Yeah. There's a. If you guys notice and you're looking, you can see it. Heaven is like this white thing in the sky with several rings around it and angel wings coming off.
Yeah, so Charlie is kind of going through it, but Vaggie gets an idea, a super epic, giant-brained idea.
Big idea, epic. She's gonna go talk to Lucifer.
Yeah, but before he talks to Lucifer,
of course,
Vaggie is like, "Hey, Angel, how you doing?" And then Angel's like, "I had a massive headache." Foreshadowing,
and then
Baxter's also following him around.
Yeah.
to study redemption or whatever.
Yes.
And Husk is leading like group therapy.
He's currently leading group therapy because Charlie is not really doing anything for the hotel right now.
Yeah, and Husk has a very interesting way to go about therapy.
Yeah, he's just insulting them.
Which is he specializes in tough love.
It's really funny.
He throws the hot water on cold water on
people
him.
like stupid in different ways, and Baxter's there like writing down all of the different ways to call somebody stupid.
And then he's like, "Am I doing therapy right?"
He's like, "Yep."
So Vaggie is like, "Hey, Charlie's dad is the king of hell. He probably could do something, right?"
Yeah.
So Vaggie goes to Lucifer, and Lucifer is all like, and so Vaggie's like, "Hey, you know Vox, right?" And Lucifer's like, "The TV guy?" She's like, "Yeah, he's actually been kind of like messing with Charlie a bit," and he's like, "He's been what?"
Yeah.
And
she's like, maybe you can do something.
Maybe you can like talk about him.
This is what
maybe can you smite him? Yeah.
Lucifer can't do anything against the sinners.
He can't do anything against the sinners because it's apparently part of his punishment from God for
being insubordinate.
I guess they're not doing the war in heaven,
really
but
seeing what happened.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll learn at some point.
No, I'm pretty sure the thing in the beginning is what happened.
Oh yeah. Well, he had two crazy ideas, guys.
He had two crazy ideas. They were too radical, and then they banished him. Oh, he also introduced sin to humanity or whatever. Yeah. But he had good intentions. And the system is bad. That's what, according to Vivzy.
Yeah. Well.
Which is actually kind of
interpretation.
Yeah, creative. It's her show. She can interpret it however she wants. Though I was kind of disappointed because I thought that it would have been cool to see the fall. I thought it would have been cool to see the war in heaven.
Yeah, but that's all like what's happening now. So I can understand why she wouldn't show that to us.
And also I kind of want like Charlie to learn that the story that she told was a whitewashed propaganda version that Lucifer told her in order to make himself look good. But the real story is the Paradise Lost biblical version where he thought he was better than God and tried to lead an uprising and then started the war and then fell and it was punished for that. Yeah. But Vivzy recently stated on Blue Sky that that's probably not the case and that the story in the beginning is the true canon version of what happened, which is fine. I thought it'd been cool. I thought it would have been cool to see the war in heaven. I thought it'd be cool to see the Watchers.
Yeah, but nope.
It's whatever. It's her show. She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah, you're saying the way that you say that though is really passive aggressive.
Sorry, Vivzy. So yeah, anyway, Lucifer's like, I can't attack him.
Yeah.
And then Vaggie's like, but he doesn't know that.
He doesn't know that. You can just like go in there and intimidate him a little bit.
And then Lucifer's like, hey, that's actually not a bad idea. I think I'm gonna go intimidate him maybe.
Thanks, Charlie's girlfriend, whose name I cannot remember ever.
Yeah. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
So yeah, also he has a little Belphegor plush.
He has a little Belphegor plush. Super cute.
Which is really nice. He's wearing this sweater.
Yeah.
This duck sweater.
All over the sweater. And then I think this is when
we
cut to heaven?
No, Charlie's still trying to get
not having a good time. And then this is when we cut to heaven and we can see that Emily and company are watching her.
Yeah. So Emily, Abel, and Sarah are in heaven. They're in a conference room, and she's all like, we need to go down there and we need to tell them that we're abolishing the thing. We're abolishing the exterminations, and Serpentius is cool. Is here. And I also brought Serpentius. And then Serpentius comes in. He's like, "Hi, I'm Serpentius."
Yes.
And
he can help because he was a sinner.
And then Sarah's like, what is he doing here? Only the top angels. By two top angels, I mean one winner.
Yeah.
That can be here. And Serpentius, and then Emily's like, he actually lived in hell, so he knows more than all of us. And then Serpentius like, I'm not like a hell expert, but I mean, I could help, I guess. And
this is when we come up with the great idea of going down there with gift baskets.
Was Lute there too?
Lute was there too.
Okay.
Yes.
Lute wasn't a fan of that idea.
No,
but,
of course not. With taffies.
Taffies? Abel liked the taffies.
Chocolate,
Yeah.
stuff that goes inside of a gift basket.
Mm-hmm. So
They come on down.
yeah, so they finally come down they make the decision to come down, and Charlie's like, oh my gosh, you could finally help us.
She's like, we're just here to say sorry and stuff. And she was like, oh, okay, that's nice. Wait a second.
And she's like, whoa.
And she's like, you can tell them that Serpentius is in heaven.
Yeah, and then so like you can tell
Because
that to
Vox is having a big rally.
A big rally, a big campaign rally.
Great opportunity for the Angels to go in there and set the record straight.
Yeah, set the record straight. And Abel's there doing picking his nose.
Yeah, doing Abel things,
and it's like,
which is nothing really right now.
Like,
Stop that.
My dad did a bunch of stuff to you?
Stop that.
What?
Nasty.
No, and then like, my dad did a bunch of stuff to you? Oh, whatever.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So, we'll get into all that in a bit.
Yeah.
But,
So,
cut to the rally.
The rally. Vox is in a spiffy suit, white,
Mm-hmm.
That is the color for, I guess, power.
Heaven, I guess.
Heaven. Right, he's trying to look heavenly.
So, yeah, also Valentino's in a cool outfit.
Also, white is something to make you look more trustworthy.
Right. So Valentino's also in a nice suit.
Yes.
Alistair's tied up to a chair.
Of course.
On a rolling chair. He's spinning around.
Yes, he's once again provoking Vox.
And then Vox is like, I'll show you.
Because he's like, you're not really in charge. And he's like, watch me be abusive to my boyfriend then.
Oh, they're more of a situationship.
Yeah, more of a situationship. But
more friends with benefits.
They are definitely seeing each other.
Yeah, they're more like friends with benefits. But and then he's like, and then Vox is like, I'm going out there alone, Valentino. And then Valentino's
For now, he's going to come out later.
And then Valentino's like, you don't want us to come out with you? And he's like, no! I'm the star of the show.
And he smacks his butt.
His moth butt.
Yeah.
And so he comes out, and then Vox is like, what's up, Pentagram City?
Whoa.
And then we get the start of a really epic song called Vox Populi. Sung by Jeremy Jordan, I think is his name.
Yes, Jeremy Jordan.
As a really cool rock sequence.
We start off with a really cool
with
rock
Lucifer coming in.
Like, I am the flame.
I'm the snake.
I'm the snake.
I'm the flame.
Oh.
And he's like,
watch out, little sinner boy. But Vox does not look impressed.
Like, you're just a dead man. Like, come on, Mr. TV head man. I'm the king of hell while you're just a dead man. And Vox is standing there. Oh, he also does like a cool fire snake thing.
Yeah.
So Vox is standing there, unimpressed.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, I see why you wear the big hat. Ha 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 ha. And then he's all like, and he starts doing his own song.
Yeah, this is when
he starts the genre's kind of shift to more like show tune-y, but he starts singing like
it's Vox D, I think, is that song? Maybe not.
That's
later. That's the other one. That's the other one.
No, this is still Vox Populi. This is all the same song. So he continues the song.
Hail Vox Populi, the people's voice.
So he says a bunch of rhetoric that kind of he says we'll make hell great again and that kind of stuff.
Completely overshadowing Lucifer. Because somehow he's very confident that Lucifer can't touch him.
Yeah, and then he also is like, Lilith knew. That's why he left. And that pushed a button in Lucifer.
Right.
He's like, you little mortal. And he's like, go ahead, smite me.
Yeah.
That's all you angels knew how to do.
Yeah.
And then he's like, but you can't do it. You're weak. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
And he's like, I know that you can't hurt sinners. And
so this is when we start with the whole Lilith's
plotline. Lilith's plotline, because apparently she had this thing where she was
she was all about empowering sinners.
But she was pro sinners rights or whatever.
Yeah.
And Lucifer's like, dang, you got me.
He's like, let me leave.
And so and then the angels come in.
The angels come in. Great timing. Obviously.
And so they have the fruit baskets. We have fruit baskets. We want to apologize for.
the angels are here to smite me.
And they're just like, no, we're here to apologize. We're about the gift baskets. And she's like, that's what all they're worth to you is gift baskets.
Hundreds of sinners' lives for gift baskets. He's
Was
like,
it thousands?
Thousands or something.
Yeah.
But to be fair, these are really high quality taffies.
Shut up, you! It's not like you're the son of anyone we know, random guy.
And that's when he's like, Lucifer coming in also, and now you guys. And Charlie's like, what?
And then she turns and she turns to see Lucifer like tiptoeing,
He's
like
you can't see me.
And then he
I'm not
dips.
here. Yeah,
and then he dips.
Yeah.
And then so Vox is doing like epic manipulating, gaslight,
he's
no
using
jitsu.
his like weird like hypnosis power or whatever.
On everyone, be like,
everybody.
oh, the angels are bad. They want to come after us. They're not serious.
And then the angels completely flub it.
Yeah.
Completely.
Luke gets in Vox's face.
And
Emily is like struggling.
Yeah, absolutely fumbling. And then Sarah gets angry.
Yeah.
Revealing her true form.
She goes full seraphim. Giving Vox what he wants.
She says the worst line you could possibly say, sinners like you are the reason I allowed the exterminations to happen.
And then Vox is like, yeah.
He's
you
like,
proved my point.
Sound clip that.
And then he's like, that you proved my point. And
no mention of Serpentius.
Yeah, we'll get into all that in a bit. But we get into another song.
Yes.
Vox DA, Voice of God.
Yes.
So, which is kind of like a rallying cry, being like, you think you could beat us? We're going to come after you. Declaration of holy war.
Yeah, he's
Bam!
declaring a war, and then we get to see his super cool, like, weird TV Vox angel form.
Yeah, where he has also Shockwave is there.
I like that. That's super cool. I like that design a lot.
Shockwave is there.
Shockwave is there.
And he's like floating. I guess he can float. I guess the shark can
Also,
float.
at some point, Valentino and Velvet appear on stage somewhere in between there.
Yeah, and let me see what else.
And then the angels bail.
And then they just bail.
They leave.
Like,
they're
whatever.
Gone because he just declared war, which honestly, like, kind of crazy. He is like rallying for power and things like that, but he is just a random sinner.
Yeah. Who has a god complex.
Yeah, who I guess apparently is taken very seriously when declaring war.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much where it ends.
I think Charlie goes back to the hotel.
Oh yeah, that's right. So
where Lucifer immediately
he
reveals
throws Baggy under the bus
that
real
Baggy
fast.
was the one who talked to him about doing something to Vox, and then they have a fight.
Then she's like, they have a fight, and then he's like, Lucifer, not now, go away. Baggy, you too. I'm mad at both of you. You guys ruined everything.
Get out of here.
Which I'm pretty sure out of everyone who did the reason why, I don't think they did anything. I think they have the least amount of reaction to what happened. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
Either way,
but anyway,
Lucifer leaves and Baggy goes somewhere else.
Yeah, and that's where it ends. So, Vivzy did say that this was going to be the biggest, most controversial episode.
Yep.
And controversial it very much was.
Oh, yeah.
So, let's start with the fact that Lucifer can hurt sinners.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, Lucifer's a fraud. He can't do anything. Why is he the king of hell? He can't do jack.
Well, that's a part of his punishment.
Yeah.
To have that title and yet be unable to do anything.
Yeah, that's probably part of his punishment for being too woke, I guess.
Yeah, for being too woke.
Yeah.
His leftist ideals.
Yeah. And so yeah, I wrote a bunch of stuff of what I thought. Let me pull that up.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of things. I wrote down all of my critiques for this episode. I just need to find the Reddit thread. It won't take me very long.
Did you put it in a Reddit thread?
I put it in a Reddit thread.
I feel like you should have copied that into your notes app if you were gonna mention it later on here.
You would
Some
think so.
forethought, just some forethought
You
for
would think
later.
so.
Yeah. Yeah, I would think so.
Um,
Is there not a place where you can see the things that you've posted?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was on.
Oh, okay,
I have
see.
it right here. So let's talk about the Angels plan.
Okay.
So the Angels plan, it was really dumb. They did a bad job.
Yeah.
Like the worst job.
Yeah.
Um,
Not good.
The first thing is that the Angels didn't even mention Serpentius.
Nope. Not at all, which is what Charlie brought them there to do in the first place.
Yeah. A lot of they could have done anything. They could have showed like a video, did some power thing, show them. Vox definitely would have manipulated them and spun it in some kind of way.
Yeah. Obviously.
But they could have at least tried.
Yeah. Way harder than they actually did, at least.
Yeah. Abel did jack in this episode. He just stood there, did nothing. He wasn't like, my dad is Adam, I'm now in charge, I disavow his stuff, things will be different under my leadership, and blah, blah, blah. No, he just floated there.
Yeah.
Didn't do jack.
Well,
He
honestly,
didn't even trauma bond with Charlie at all.
that just seems to be what he was doing at the time, you know?
Yeah.
He's just not prepared for any of this.
I know, he was just like spacing out, going like, blah. Bringing loot was also a big thing.
Bad. Like, why?
It was a gamble.
I guess for, like, being a bodyguard
I think
or
it was,
something?
I kind of can see where their ideals were. It was like, okay, we're going to bring in Adam's top general and most ruthless executioner, and
And
she
make her
says,
say sorry.
and she says that she's not going to do it anymore.
Yeah.
But that kind of blew up in their face,
Because
and
why in the world would she actually do that?
yeah, she got in Vox's face, which wasn't a good look, but it's in character, so I forgive that.
Yeah.
Sarah going for Seraphim was really stupid. I thought that she was going to destroy the clock, which is what we see in the trailers.
Yes.
You thought that she was going to bring up Serpentius at that point, but she didn't. She
Yeah.
just did a dumb thing.
She didn't.
And
I thought she was going to get into her full Seraphim mode and be like, redemption is possible.
not like, oh, I hate
But
sinners.
not, this is the reason why you allowed the exterminations to happen.
And then didn't tell anyone.
Yeah. But,
Except for the exterminations.
Yeah.
And do you think anyone in heaven was like, hey, why do we have this Amazon group of people here?
I think maybe some of them were like just hidden away.
Maybe. Yeah, she could have destroyed the clock tower.
Well, I think that heaven already just like has an army. I think that's just like a thing, like the army of heaven.
Right.
I think that's just a thing. I just think that they didn't know that they were being also used to exterminate people in hell.
Right. They could have destroyed the clock tower. They didn't. Vox would have had a lot harder time trying to argue that, because that would have showed... Because that would have showed they meant
like,
business.
We are no longer a part of this.
Okay, now let's talk about Lucifer.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that Lucifer's bluff would have worked if Fox didn't know.
Yes.
That.
I think so too, but we only know how he knows in the next episode.
Yeah. So maybe it would have worked, maybe it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Maybe
Vox would have bluffed right back.
Yeah, maybe would have called his bluff, maybe not.
Yeah.
But Lucifer didn't say, like, I try to go against heaven and it's going to happen to you. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't do that.
I think he tried like a little bit about being like, you don't even know.
Yeah.
You know, but it didn't really.
Yeah. Vox wouldn't have listened either
Yeah,
way.
no.
But I think it would have been a cool character moment for Lucifer, and then he just dipped. He didn't bother to back the angels up.
And of course not. You know, that's just how he is as a person.
I guess. And then there's a thing called the
Or an
Avengers.
angel, I guess.
There's a thing called the Avengers trap.
The Avengers trap.
Yeah.
Explain.
It's a trope that I coined. It's a writing trope.
You've coined this.
Yeah.
Did you trademark it?
No, I didn't trademark it. I would have made so much money if I did.
Register it?
I didn't. I would have made so much money if
A
I did.
shame. You should have.
So,
You know.
it's mostly popular by the MCU. The Avengers trap happens when a story sets up a shared world full of insanely powerful characters, then focuses on weaker or smaller scale protagonists whose struggles suddenly feel artificial because the audience can't stop wondering why the heavy hitters aren't stepping in. Instead of heightening stakes, the narrative accidentally exposes its own gaps. Every crisis invites the question, where are the big guns? Because viewers already have seen the universe-shaking heroes who could have solved the problem in 5 minutes, leaving the current protagonist's journey feeling contrived rather than compelling. And Vivzy kind of wrote herself into this trap.
Yeah.
Because everyone is like, Lucifer can't do it. But a bunch of other characters that we've seen could have done it. Right, Clara?
Yeah.
He could have gotten Satan to do it. He could have gotten Mammon to do it. He could have gotten anyone.
Unfortunately, as we all know, Helluva Boss was only acquired by Prime after the second season was already set.
Mm-hmm.
So, as much as now that we know that these two storylines do cross each other, it would have been impossible because those are characters that appear in Helluva Boss and not Hazbin Hotel.
Unfortunately, there's no in-universe explanation that's satisfactory.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no in-universe explanation, but I think for this one, we can't rely on in-universe explanation. Yeah. We have to go off of real-life explanation.
A lot of people are trying to,
they're trying
reason why they couldn't. The Sins probably don't care. Lucifer wouldn't do it because he's embodiment of pride. Even if Lucifer did ask for it, it would have raised questions. It would have undermined his authority. This, that, and that.
Maybe he's not actually on good standing with the other Sins.
Yeah. He is in good standing with the Goetia, though.
Yeah, well, honestly, we don't really know his relationship with the Goetia that much.
Yeah, he made them,
but does he talk to them? We don't see that.
Maybe he does. I don't know. Maybe off screen or something. But yeah, it was a lot of people were talking.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
The issue is that all of those high power players are a part of Helluva Boss, which wasn't acquired yet, so none of that could be brought into the actual storyline.
Yeah. So yeah, the angels come. Oh, we also see the angels come back, and Serpentius is piggyback riding the heaven version of the Egg Boys, and then Emily's like, things went terrible.
Well? Oh no!
And then Serpentius is like, oh dear, oh dear.
There is war that has been declared.
Yeah. But now we're going to go to episode 6.
Right. And maybe we should save that for next episode because we are a little bit over our usual runtime.
Don't we usually go to an hour and a half?
No.
That we usually do.
But do we really want to get into another episode? And then do you want to leave the season finale for
because this is this is the batch.
All right, let's get into it.
They do it in twos. So now now Vox is with Carmilla.
Yes.
Right? So Vox is like, hey, Carmilla, we want you to build a giant angelic gun so we can shoot at heaven. And then Carmilla's like, I kind of don't want to do that because I don't want to provoke heaven. And then also I kind of don't like you guys. And then Vox is like, hey, Velvet's here to apologize after seeming respectless at you. And then so Velvet's like, oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
And then Carmilla's like, I appreciate that, but I appreciate your garbage apology, but I still don't do it.
Yeah.
But Vox is like, hey, well, think about your daughters.
Yeah, think about them.
And then Carmilla's like, I'll do it.
She's like, okay.
And then
and that's her, because that's the way to get to her, I guess.
Yeah. And then Zestio comes in.
And he's like, I thought you were cooler than this.
I thought you were cooler than this. I will have no part in the war.
He's like, once you come back to your senses, I will return to you.
Yes.
A little romantic.
And aren't they together, though?
I think so.
Yeah. So Zestio's like, I don't have anything to do with the war. And then he leaves.
And then he leaves her.
And so Vox and Velvet have a little spat because Velvet's like,
you threw me under the bus.
You told me to just fake it, but you really kind of did whatever.
Yeah.
And Vox is like, whatever, we got the deal.
We got the deal,
and then he leaves, and then Velvet's like, fudge you, Vox.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
So are we back to the hotel? Yeah.
I think. Let me double check.
Yes. He's double checking. Right
I'm
now.
double checking. Vox is doing whatever. Yeah, this is when Zestial does the thing.
Yes, Zestial's like, I can't believe you do this.
Okay, now we're back in the hotel.
Yes, and then this is when we see that Vaggie is doing everything for the hotel, fixing things, making sure everything's correct, while Charlie is not talking to her, so they're not talking to each other.
And she's watching a like a news coverage of Vox's deal with Carmilla, and they're currently building
and they're like,
the gun.
What? Carmilla, no.
And they're like, Carmilla, no, I thought you were supposed to be cool.
So now they're bothering Vox with their issue.
You mean Husk?
Husk, yes. They're bothering Husk with their issue.
And then Husk is like, I'm out. I quit.
And then Alistair's not here anymore.
Yeah, Charlie's like, but you can't quit. He's like, why can't I? Alistair quit. That means I can quit too. And so then he leaves.
Back to the gambling.
Yeah. So then he goes... then Cherry's there too.
Yeah, Cherry's also there.
And then also Baxter and Nifty are patty caking.
Baxter and Nifty are being
patty
really
caking
cute together.
Yeah, and so Cherry's like, but what about Angel? And then Husk is like, I
don't care about that.
I don't care about it. It's not like I like him or anything. I don't. It's not like I give him like a note and says, "Do you want a kiss? Yes, no." Mark yes, Mark no. So yeah, and then he leaves.
And that's when we see. This is when Vox comes in, just like.
What is Vox doing?
Being weird. He's on the TV. He's saying things.
Oh yeah, that's when they learn about the deal with Carmilla. And they put Nifty in charge.
And they decide to go together despite the fact that they are currently fighting with each other.
So they're going to go talk to Carmilla, see like what the heck.
Yeah.
Vox returns to Husk returns to his old casino called the Lucky Cat.
Yes.
Which is heavily implied to be the casino that he owned when he was an overlord.
Which he doesn't anymore.
Mm-hmm. And we get a cool cameo.
Yeah, that's right. There's a little mouse guy with cute little
card ears and one eye,
talking about his hell mortgage
and his hell house,
voiced by,
and he is played by Zach Hadell. Zach Hadell, who you might know as the guy who played Charlie from Smiling Friends, different Charlie from Smiling Friends. And everyone was like really happy. There's like a fan edit a fan animation where they replaced the character with the Charlie character, and that was really fun. And then Husk does a song,
one of the best songs,
and then Keith David puts in his singing chops on, sings a solo called "Love in a Bottle," which is based.
Love in a bottle, love in a bottle,
love in a bottle, love in a bottle. I don't want nothing.
Basically, he gambles a lot and gets really.
So yeah, he basically drinks himself and gambles a bunch.
Yeah.
But he has like super high tolerance because in the next scene he's like fine.
Yeah. Well, he's probably a little, drunk, but he's,
Yeah.
So he can sense what's what,
Yeah.
Talking to the bartender, being like, I don't want to be a bartender for the rest of my life. And the bartender's like, excuse me.
Excuse me. Let's watch a Febreze ad. But like...
Yeah, let's watch a Febreze ad.
So
then...
So he's at the bar. He's at the bar. And then, the cabaret singer is on.
A sultry introduction as Angel Dust in drag. Sings Losing Streak.
Losing Streak, which is a very fun song.
Very fun. Basically, being like, just being really sultry, really sexy.
And he's dressed as a woman. And
Husk.
And he's going around like touching guys, going like, ooh,
being,
but you want to touch this.
Working the room, basically.
Yeah. And then he finishes his number, and then Husk is like, blushes, and he's like, oh my gosh.
He's like, oh, Angel!
Oh, Angel! Oh!
A lot of people are attributing that scene to the scene where Husk finally realizes that he is in love with Angel.
That he likes dust.
Yeah, that
Angel
he
dust.
likes Angel does. Anyways, Angel finishes.
And he finishes
He goes
and
up to
the
the bar to
oh,
talk
but
to
also
him.
the Zach Hadell rabbit is like, I'm not.
He was like, "Wow, that was really sexy.
Is that
Does
gay?
That make me gay?"
That doesn't make me gay, right? But yeah, Angel Dust goes to the bar and Husk is like, oh, so you do this on the side? And he's like, yeah, I got a bunch of stuff.
And one of them is dressing up like a woman.
And one of them is dressing up like a woman.
And Husk is like, I've left the hotel, and Angel's like, what?
Why? You gotta go back. And he's like, there's nothing there for me. But it's like, but then Angel is like, but I like you. And
well, he
stuff.
doesn't say that, but he's definitely like, well, I'm there.
I'm gay.
And so he's got to go.
Oh yeah, and then Valentino is like, hey, we got something. We got to shoot for you.
Right, and at some point, Vox tells Valentino to.
Yeah,
so he needs Angel Dust. There's a scene where I don't know when this happens, but I know that there's a scene where it's Vox and Valentino.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
so it's right after
is.
the losing streak.
Right after the losing streak, it cuts to Vox and Valentino, and Vox is trying to just convince Valentino of something.
Yeah, Valentino's upset with Vox because he sees that Vox is trying to cut him and Velvet out.
Yes.
And then Vox is like,
he's being really mean. And Vox is like, but what if we have sex?
And then Velvet turns around and is like, but I'm here too.
And she's like, you just do this whenever you want something out of it.
Yeah. And then
Alistair
turns around and is like, yes, he does.
He's so stupid like that, isn't he?
And then Velvet's like, yes, a girlfriend. And then Alistair is like, Parach, sister.
No, none of that happens. But
there's a really fun fan animation where Alistair turns and he has a face mask on.
That's funny.
Has a face mask and he has his hair up like that.
That's funny.
I thought that was really funny.
He basically then, instead of being super sexy, he starts to get really forceful with Val, saying, bring Angel Dust.
Yeah, because he says he wants.
I need him.
He wants to borrow Angel Dust.
Yeah.
Because that's the next step in his master plan. Is to use Angel Dust in some way, shape, or form.
Yes.
Vox is, and then Valentino's like, fine, I guess.
And then he leaves.
And then Valentino leaves, muttering in Spanish, and then Vox is like, I can't understand you in that island language. I'm a racist.
Yeah.
And then Vox,
Valentino, I'm from Florida.
I'm from Florida, and he throws something at him.
Yeah.
And that's when we learned that Valentino is American. I didn't realize. I thought he was Spanish. But
he
had an accent.
It's I think it's pretty common for people who have. It could be very possible that his parents themselves were immigrants, and they spoke Spanish around him. And sometimes, even though you are learning English, you can pick up on some of that accent of your family, and keep it. Honestly, I don't think Valentino's accent is that heavy this season.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay. And it looks like that one scene with Vaggie and
and that's right.
Nifty
Vaggie comes back
with the roaches.
Is this when they come back after talking to Carmilla?
Yeah.
When does that happen?
So I think it might have been
sometime between losing streak and something.
Maybe. I think it was in between.
Love in a Bottle happens, and then
losing streak. I think maybe it happened during the time. But anyway, so let's
Carmilla at some point in time in the episode, Vaggie and Charlie go to Carmilla and they're like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "You guys stay out of my stuff. I'm doing this for my daughters." And they're like, "It's not gonna turn out good."
Yeah, it's gonna mess up everything.
And then when they go back, they see that Nifty has created a roach band with the help of
Baxter
because he gave them fingers and
lungs. And I guess the person who plays Baxter was out sick that day because he didn't.
He didn't say anything in that one.
He just gives a thumbs up.
Yeah.
He hasn't said anything in the last couple episodes. But So we then cut to Charlie in the bed.
She's in her bedroom,
and then she's like, "I don't know what to do."
She's in a fort or something.
Yeah, she's like, "I don't know what to do." And then Vaggie's like, "Don't worry about it." And then they start singing a pretty cool techno pop song called "Easy."
Easy, yes.
Which is a really nice love song.
They found love in hell. This is easy, baby.
It's really fun. They do they visualize them dancing, but it's supposed to be
them having sex.
It's them having sex. A lot of the fans like piece together what activities are doing what and when, which involves fingering. Back shots with a strap on.
Back shots.
What?
That's just so funny.
What?
With the strap on.
With a strap on.
Yeah. Well, I know that there are some that you can.
Eating out. I think scissoring was also there.
Let's keep listing all of the things.
And then fingering again.
Could have been doing.
And that's
lesbian sex.
And that's it. And then at the end, they finish the number with them on bed together. On bed, holding hands.
Yes.
And then they resolve whatever they need to resolve.
They resolve their issues through this song.
Their issues through this song.
Which is, that makes sense there.
So now Angel is pulled up on a shady motel.
Yeah.
In the limo. And then Valentino's there.
Get in there.
And then Valentino's like, hey, change... Vox, Angel Dust is reading the script that he was supposed to shoot.
Yeah.
And he's like, so, hey, Valentino, what if I do it like this?
Is this the moan, or is it more of like this kind of moan?
No!
Valentino's like, no.
Change of plans.
You've been bought out for the night.
You've been bought out for the night. And he's like, oh, okay.
So he goes...
Did he pay you already?
Did he pay you up front, or am I supposed to collect the money? Because, this is like a pimp situation.
And then Valentino's like, whatever, just get in there.
Just get in there. And he's
then,
like, you want me to find you?
Or you're just really small.
Yeah.
And then Vox is like,
hello,
hey, I bought you out.
And he's like, what's going on? And this is when we find out that Angel Dust has been hypnotized to be a spy for the V's.
And that's how he knew that Lucifer
could not hurt him.
And also that's why Angel Dust had a headache.
Yeah.
But also, so during that time in the motel, Angel Dust spits on Vox.
Yeah.
He punches Angel Dust in the face. He's like, I always wanted to do that.
Scars his cheek.
Yeah, and then he grabs him and electrocutes
him, and he's like, it's so funny how you scream every time.
It's okay, I'm a bad guy.
I'm evil. And he
hypnotizes him again. Cut to V Tower.
Yeah.
Is it cut to V Tower or?
I don't remember.
Let's try. Make sure I'm not missing anything.
Yeah, make sure you're not missing anything.
Okay, they're singing Easy right now.
Yes. Yeah, that already happened, and then Angel. Oh, another commercial. That's crazy.
Okay, we'll correct the record.
I think what
later.
happens after that is that Husk comes back to the hotel.
But
he's there looking for Angel, and he's got his little blush, and he's like, Angel, I've been thinking about the bar.
And then Cherry's like, he hasn't come home yet.
He's not here yet. We don't know where he is. She's Australian. I don't know why I'm trying to do like a Boston accent.
He hasn't come back yet.
We don't know where he is yet. I'm sure he'll come back.
Yeah, and then Husk is like, I hope you're right.
Yeah. And I think that's where the episode ends.
No, and then we cut to V Tower.
Oh,
V Tower. Angel's hypnotized.
Angel hypnotized, being fitted for a new outfit.
Yeah. Wait, before we do that, we cut to Lucifer's room.
Lucifer's room.
He's watching a soap opera starring ducks.
Yes.
And then he gets a call, and then
right.
to who he thinks is Charlie. And then Charlie is like, "Hey, I forgive you. Let's talk. Let's talk."
Are you sure that happens?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we cut to V Tower.
Yes.
Right.
So that's him.
There's him. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
So we cut to V Tower.
I think before that, like in the hotel scene with Huskin and Cherry Bomb, Charlie and Baggy are also there, and they're like, "We're gonna be able to do it, guys. We're gonna figure it out." And that's when we think, "Oh, she's gonna call her dad, make amends." But it's revealed that it was not Charlie. It was instead Vox.
It was Vox using AI,
using his technology.
He voice cloned Charlie.
And is pretending to be her.
And then he's like, hey. He has his gun, his Carmela gun there. Yeah. Velvet is with hypnotized Angel Dust. She's picking out an outfit for him. And he's like, it looks like we got our battery. And then Alistair is like, yeah, it's going to blow up in your face.
Like, this isn't gonna work.
This isn't gonna work. And then and then Vox is like, F you! Yeah! And then it ends.
That's when it ends.
And then we'll talk about the season finale next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is everything for the last 4 episodes.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the next 2 next time. So,
Yes.
what do you think about the episodes so far?
Well, I really enjoyed the way the season has gone. I went. I like. I like the songs.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? What do you think?
I was digging it.
Yeah.
Except for episode 5, which is very controversial.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a writing issue or like that kind of thing. I do agree, but like sometimes Vivzi's writing isn't the best.
Yeah. Well, we are human, so it's not perfect.
Yeah. So, I can tell you what the expectations were during that week leading up to the finale.
I know that you had some pretty high expectations.
Yeah. Well, almost among the fandom.
Okay.
The fandom is basically like Abel hasn't done anything. Baxter hasn't done anything.
Yep.
So people are like, what are they gonna?
Are they gonna do something?
Are they gonna do something in the finale? And how is Vox gonna get his comeuppance? And everyone was like, we hate Vox. F you, Vox. And at this point, I was thinking, like, this is when I started seeing Alistair's plan. Like, I started seeing, like, okay, I see what he's doing now. I see that he's playing 5D chess while Vox is just playing Connect 4.
Yeah.
And so that's... we'll talk more about it next time.
That's right. We're the next episode, we will discuss the finale, which I think works out perfectly since this is like a 48-minute episode, the finale.
Yeah.
No, the finale is a 48-minute episode.
It was 38 minutes.
Oh, was it 38 minutes? I thought it was in the 40s. My apologies.
Yep. So I've been Nathaniel Avila.
And I've been Clara.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to a Vision podcast, home of wacky talkies, The Kingdom, Evil Exists, and many more.